At first, he was angry, he seemed irritated, anxious, and sad, a mixture of four emotions. We got talking, and through the course of the coaching session, he told me that Prashant, one of the team members who I had personally. Hi friends, welcome back to another episode with me, Coach Prashant, where I share my almost 20 years experience as an executive, as a master facilitator, as an entrepreneur, and as an executive coach. Through these videos, I want to share with you tips and techniques from my coaching sessions to help you gain the visibility, recognition, and growth that you deserve. Learning from other people's experience is a great way to learn in an accelerated and a fast way. As always, it's my duty to tell you that all my coaching sessions are confidential. So whatever I share with you are names changed, but the people are real and the situations are real. Today's episode is on a topic that I hear about a lot from my clients, whether it is executive coaching or whether it is life coaching, and that is managing bad attitude. Sunil, one of my clients from one of my executive coaching sessions, seemed a little sad. At first, he was angry, he seemed irritated, anxious, and sad, a mixture of four emotions. We got talking, and through the course of the coaching session, he told me that Prashant, one of the team members who I had personally, cherry-picked personally out of many applicants. In fact, I had to fight for that person from my management because he is a very expensive resource. Initially, was performing very well, was meeting all the targets, but I have been finding lately that this person has started spoiling others. So what is spoiling others? I asked Sunil. What do you mean by spoiling others? He said, Prashant, he's just got a bad attitude. I said, can you define that? He said he backbites about others. He plays politics. He will carry tales, confidential information which should not be shared from meetings. He will go and tell someone else. Many times he skips over me and goes to my boss and tries to have a one-on-one with my leader and my manager, and generally bad attitude. And I'm really frustrated because I don't know what to do. In fact, what is happening is that this person has now started spoiling others, and now the team has got a bit disengaged. I can see that indiscipline has started to set in. So I shared with Sunil 3 tips which I'm going to share with you on how we can manage bad attitude. Number 1, set the ground rules. Number 2, set the vocabulary. And number 3, make sure it is professional, not personal. Number 1, set the ground rules. What works for you in your team? What doesn't work for you in your team? In Hindi, as we say, kitna chalega, kitna nahi chalega, right? How far are you willing to be stretched, right? What is the level of commitment that you want from your team? What are the deliverables? Everything needs to be literally set in writing. There are no assumptions in business. Many years ago, one of my professors in my MBA told me, Prashant, when you assume, you make an ass of you and me. So there are no assumptions in business, right? In a team, it is like that. You are the leader, you need to set the ground rules. If the ground rules are opaque, if they are not being communicated properly, then your team is going to take advantage of that, right? Number 1. Number 2, set the vocabulary. You say that you want people to show commitment, you want people to show attitude, you want ownership. What is commitment? What is attitude? What is ownership? You need to define it for the team. I told Sunil that, and this is something which I discuss in my coaching sessions as well, a concept definition framework which actually helps to define different values that you would like to communicate to your team so there is no miscommunication. Everybody is on the same wavelength, right? Nobody can come to you later and say that I didn't know. Set the vocabulary. Right? Say the words, verbalize them, vocalize them. Again, there are no assumptions here. And the third, make sure your dealings are professional, not personal. Right? If there is a problem, focus on the issue, not the individual. Right? Many times this is, in business, again, in business communication consulting, I tackle this subject separately. But enough to say today that many times people start showing bad attitude because they take you for granted. Right? and then they tell you later that they didn't know what, what works for you and what doesn't work for you. So what I told Sunil is, again, which I'm sharing with you today as well, right? That bad attitude sometimes happens because of our own attitude and the way that we actually have dealt with our team so far. To make sure that our team displays the right attitude, we need to model that behavior and right at the beginning of our engagement, set the rules for our teams. If we do that, I'm sure that the teams will come back on track and this problem of bad attitude is going to not bother you anymore. Sunil was happy. He went back. In fact, he said that one of my teams, he tried the framework which I had talked about, one of the frameworks as an action step. And he said that this person actually, called me in the evening. We went out outside the office. In fact, we met in the evening for a drink. And he apologized to me. Many things got cleared. And in fact, he said, Prashant, you were right. In fact, he said that I thought it would be okay. And we agreed on a certain ground rules and things have been going well so far. Friends, if you like this video, please like, subscribe and share on the link given below. Please share this video with your friends, with your colleagues as well. Spread the knowledge. I would love to hear from you and share with you my perspective and tips, not just on managing attitude, but on other aspects of leadership and management as well. So reach out to me anytime. I'll be waiting to hear from you. Thanks. Bye.